Hey everybody, welcome to the Gibson Garage Speed Shop YouTube channel. I am Alan, and today we are working on this 2013 Chrysler 300. It's actually my mom's Chrysler 300, and ever since she bought it from the dealership, like a week later, the window stopped working, and they wouldn't fix it for whatever reason. They're like, wasn't a problem then. I don't know. They fixed a couple things. I think we bugged them too much about fixing some other things. There's some suspension issues right after we bought it. And there's some issues with the door not closing in the center console. And then after all that, the window stopped working and they were like, you're on your own. So here we are. We're gonna go through and test it, take the door panel off on the passenger side over there, and find out if it's the switches or if it's the motor. But first, I want to talk to you guys about something. I am going to host an event, maybe, but I need your help to do it. So here's the plan. The main goal is to get $10,000 by the time I get 10,000 subscribers through the Super Thanks button down below at the bottom of the screen. Now, if you're in full screen, you probably got to zoom out, get out of full screen and find that button. But if you can donate that kind of money by the time I get to 10,000 subscribers, right now I'm like at 9,300, then I would love to host an event. Today is October 26th, by the way, and I want to host the event. I want to do it sometime in March and April. End of March, beginning of April. April? So what I want to do is bring everybody out to this local automotive park we have called the Clay Pits. There's a pump track there that they put in recently. It's a lot of fun for four-wheel drives and for dirt bikes, quads, and whatever dirt machine you want to bring out there. A car on dirt wheels, whatever, bring it out there. For dirt bikes, there are federal rules. If you're going to bring quads or dirt bikes, well, any vehicle, there are the federal rules as far as like exhaust goes and setting the whole place on fire. But if also if you're a gun owner, there's a gun range right next to it. Now, of course, I want my subscribers, my listeners, watchers, viewers, I want them all to be responsible people. Don't bring guns into the park. You know, if you're an adult and you can handle your shit, then bring a gun and go check out the shooting range over there. But leave it there, right? In the vehicle, locked up, whatever. Or maybe just don't bring it at all. It's up to you. So now if I can raise $10,000, not only are you going to be helping out the channel in a very huge way, but I will host this event in order to have a free raffle. Free. There's not going to be any admission to get there. There's not going to be any cost for the tickets. No purchase necessary. You just got to show up. You show up, I'll give you a raffle ticket. And at the end of the day, we'll be raffling off some of my mini bike projects. Let's check them out. So if you've been following my channel for a while, you probably would have seen these two at least. This is the trike, obviously, with the 212 and the Juggernaut. This thing is super fun. This thing is super dangerous. That's the scooter I built there. That's got a little $49 engine with a $49 hop-up kit in it, and that thing's pretty crazy. It's dangerously fast. Now back in the shed, I'm going to be raffling off the Polaris 330. It runs, it will run, and I've also got the Mini Baja, which runs. I've got a brand new 212 motor right there that's going to go in the old blue project. We've got the Mini Baja, the quad, and we've also got that bike over here, this little two-stroke bike right here. And that thing's a lot of fun. All of these, I used to ride that to work, actually, to AutoZone. Everything except this old blue, obviously, it doesn't have a motor in it, runs. At least it did when I parked it. Okay, so that's at least 6 different little mini things that I'm gonna be giving away. All you gotta do is help me get to 10K. By end of March, beginning of April is when I want to host the event. Now, between now and then, we've got like 5 months. I want to get some vendors. I need to go talk to the people down at the city planning, whatever. I don't even know where to go yet. But I need to talk to some people, get permission to even go there, host an event. I want to see if I can contact vendors like the snow cone chick or maybe the barbecue food trucks, right? I'll get some food trucks out there. Maybe even get some of those like farmers market type of guys, vendors out there, selling their quirky little designs. Maybe they're selling, I'm not trying to sell vegetables. I'm not trying to get vegetables out there. Food, yes. But I've got some work, I've got my work cut out for me. I've got to figure out what cool kind of vendors to go out there. In the meantime, check out the Clay Pits on Google if It's available. Like I said, it's a lot of fun for four-wheel drives. It's a lot of fun for your minis. They've got that newer pump track out there. They've got bathrooms out there. They've got lots of parking. There's like canopies or awnings, pergolas with tables and stuff. You know, you can hang out there. It's not just a field in the middle of nowhere. So all my videos until then are going to be about either fixing up all those mini bikes and the quad and everything I just showed you, or my pickup truck. I won't be doing any more repair videos if I can help it for the next 5 months or so, at least until we can get this going, or we get to a point we figure out it's not gonna work. But yeah, that's the goal. That's what I want to do. I hope you guys want to see this happen too. I hope you guys will help me out to get there. Hit that super thanks button down below and donate. I'm also on Instagram at Gibson Garage SS, and I'm on, is that backwards? TikTok and Instagram. One of them is Gibson Garage SS and one of them is GG Speed Shop, and then Facebook is Gibson Garage, YouTube's Gibson Garage. I think all of those platforms have options to donate, and I will be putting up shorts on all those platforms also to spread the word as well. Just to let you guys know, here's the meter, and I'm already a tenth of the way there. A tenth of the way there. I've already had $1,000. I've got $1,000. If I can get 10K, then I can make all of this happen. I hope you guys will help me out. All right, so this is my mom's 2013 Chrysler 300. And like I said, window doesn't work. When it first happened to her, it went down, but it wouldn't go back up. So when she took it in the dealership, they were able to raise the window up, but they said, don't touch the switches anymore. It'll probably won't work. It'll probably happen again. So to get in here and take a look, we got to remove this thing with a little screwdriver from the front, pry this little panel off with the flathead from there, and then there's 3 screws, 1, 2, and 3 right in this little bumper. Then you reach around with your fingers and pop it off, the plastic clips, the usual finger cutting thing there. The door handle, you'll be able to access once you pull it apart. It's not like a hard line or a hard rod connecting to this. It's like a bicycle cable type of thing. So you'll have room to pull it away, disconnect that switch. There's a connector for the light somewhere down here. There's a connector for the speaker, and then you can pull that door panel away. Well, that didn't work out. So next morning, I spent the rest of the afternoon looking for parts. Oh, it's kind of nice, you know, for a crappy little town. It's still here. The window's still not fixed. Did you know Ford, Chrysler, and GM, they're all on strike? It's crazy. I've officially been affected by it. I went all over the parts stores looking for a window motor, and even a remanufactured one from Cardone couldn't find. I don't know if that's got anything to do with the strike, but after searching all the auto parts stores, I went to the dealership, and they couldn't even order it. They couldn't even look it up to order it. And then they're like, oh yeah, the UAW or something is on strike. Ford figures something out. They're not on strike anymore, but the other two are. So I can't get the parts I need through bad luck and a strike. So we're gonna do something else. We're gonna drink coffee instead. I'll do the oil change. And then I got some gear oil for another thing I want to do. I've got another little project, so hang in there, we'll see what happens. So the first thing we got to do is remove the splash cover, which in my case is 14 millimeters. That's not overkill at all. What are you talking about? Speaking of splash covers, I ordered some new ones for both my Chrysler and the Magnum. because like this one, they like to run into curbs. I don't know what attracts concrete curbs to these plastic splash guards, but man. Come on, you. Can't get it, force it. Come on, how tight is one drain plug bolt? Is that right? That's off. Christmas. Oh my gosh, dude. That's so mad right now. She takes her car to the dealership last time. Anyway, oh my goodness. That's friggin' unacceptable. Unbelievable. Yeah. And this is the 15/16. It's plastic, so you want to use a 6-point socket. Don't use a 12-point. You don't want to risk messing up your cap here. And this is only supposed to be 25 Newton meters, which, I don't know, I think that's low. But it came off pretty easy. Or broke free pretty easy. I'm gonna shove a rag down here in hopes I catch any drips. Okay. It is a little spring loaded. It is a little drippy. So just go slow. Okay, here's the new filter. That's a STP extended life. It's got a new O-ring in there. Piece of paper. I don't know what the paper is for. 3 keys to successful oil change. It's probably not important. This is going to go up with the tags, these tabs facing upward. That's what locks it in to the lid, if you're wondering why it came out. There you go. Man, that's actually sturdy. The other one was wobbling around in there. Get a mechanic's pick and peel this guy out. I'll just take some of this old oil here and give that a coat. I don't really want to put it on the outside of the cap. That wasn't the plan. So I can pull this out now since there's nothing left to drip. Spring loaded, so you got to push it down as you're engaging the threads, and then you're good. Just make sure that O-ring doesn't try to bulge out as you tighten it. There. That's all I'm doing. It's probably fine. And throw the new oil in all over my thumb. Dang, I suck. Dang, I spilled a bunch. Take the old oil and dump it back in the container. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Why did that not work? Deeper groove in this thing. Don't overflow the groove, guys. Never fails. Make a mess every time. Ew, good thing it stayed on the plastic. Let's check on this air filter too while we're in here. These probably don't have to come all the way out. I'm just gonna guess. Missing one there. Okay, that seems normal. Ooh. There's all kinds of critters in there. Sand she's got in there from going to the beach. Going to Fort Bragg. When you slap your filter on the ground, a bunch of sand comes out. It's time to get a new one. Well, rather than try to vacuum it out, it only takes a bolt and then it comes right out, and I can just dump it upside down. It gives me a chance to clean up my spill. It gave me a chance. I did. We'll have to get her a new filter for show. I'm sure that no sand got in the motor. Yeah, it's fine. If it did, just think of it as like, you know, zinc additive. It's just gonna polish up those parts for you. Alright, we're gonna open this up here. And we'll see what we got inside, get it out on the table, and then we'll talk about what we're doing. Here they are, right next to each other. Obviously the nice shiny wet one is the one I just pulled out. And this is the dirty limited slip diff I pulled out of a junkyard. And there are, if you look here, there's a slight difference in height. But the flanges are the same. Bearing, bottom of the bearing to the top of the flange, that looks pretty much the same. And if you look over here on the driver's side shim, I think there's more than enough there than the difference of the gap. So I also got this. This is a shim kit from Yukon Axle. That is hopefully the right one. Well, these guys are stuck together. So now the biggest question, will the axle fit in here? Hi. There we go. It feels good. Aside from the grinding dirt in there. Now what I want to do is try to clean these bearings out on both sides and get them to where they're running smooth again. They've been sitting out here in the dust. And I have no idea how, or if at all, I'm going to be able to clean the clutches in here. I guess I could take it all apart, try to take it all apart. There's a bunch of these clips here on both sides. I don't know. I have no idea how any of that comes apart. Alright, well here's what we're looking at. This, as far as serial numbers go, I should say. So what this came out of was a Suburban, and this says 11 to 41, 8.6, which I think is 8.6. And then you got a 3 and a 93. Those might be manufacturing date, 1993. Then over here you got 12 by 41. And I was like, oh, whoa, that's weird. So I went under there and checked it out, and that pinion says the same thing, 12 by 41. So this came out of something that had a little taller gear. Right, let's see, what's the math real quick? 11 goes into 41. So the 12 to 41, what came in my truck is a 3.42 gear ratio, which is a little more highway than I would like, really. But it came with the 305 also. So that could be why I got the 12 instead of the 11 in there. This one would have been 3.73, which is not quite, I mean, it's not drag racing ratio, but it's better than 3.42. But I guess that's what we're going to have to rock with. And since I got smaller tire diameter, you know, 3.42 is okay. I mean, I don't have a choice anyway. So, and then we got the shims here. So the difference in height was about 1/8 of an inch. And so on the driver's side, I got a shim here that's just about that much less wide, as 1/8 of an inch. Then I've got a shim set here that's about the same that I'll put on the other side to make up for it, on top of this one. And then we'll go stab it in there. But you guys wish there was a camera on the outside showing me how I crawled in here, huh? So do I. Ow! Oh, my finger. It's totally okay. I don't need it. Ooh, that feels so good. I think it's right. Nope. That should move. And that does not move at all. Okay, well, this is not happening. Seems you need the 11 tooth gear. I can't shim it over to the left enough to give it room. I run into the side of the case. So there is another solution. Maybe I can just swap ring gears. Let's see if we can make it fall off. Oh, work it. Push. Okay. No, we're okay. Shut up. Stop being a wimp. Ow, my fingers. I believe the flange was the same depth from the bearing to this side of the flange, and since we put the original ring back on, I'm wondering if we could just put the original shims back in too. Oh, there it is. Here it is. No, it's not heavy, I swear. Oh, I think I got tendonitis. Now we gotta get these axles in, or short, or some dumb stuff. Don't be playing no games. That was scary. Alright, now we can get this cover on. Alright, well, I got everything tightened up. Got it full of fluid. I just gotta go take it for a drive now. Well, let me give you guys a look at the park here from the top. This is what it looks like. You got the parking lot right down there with the bathrooms. Got some pergolas over there. Got pump track. Looks like it's not so pumpy anymore. Maybe the rain's washed it out. But out here, all out there, look, you can see some people riding their bikes. There's hills out there you can ride on the other side of that hill. There's cars out there playing right now. That might be the shooting range out there. But you got to go like way around the road. But all this area, all these hillsides on the side, look, there's guys over there. It's early Saturday morning, man, and people are out here having fun. Here we go, guys. Well, that's gonna do it, guys. Let me know what you think. The positive traction worked. That's a success. Such a huge success. I don't have to worry about just random takeoffs from the light anymore. Just peeling that tire and going real slow, and it's like, oh my God. So that's pretty cool. And also, I'll keep you guys informed on when the part for the Chrysler comes in so we can get that window motor fixed. We'll still do a video on that. In the meantime, think about that 10K program. I really want to get this going. Really want to make it happen. Please hit the subscribe, hit the bell, hit the super thanks. Please donate, make this happen, guys. I appreciate it so much. Until next week, peace.